Right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Telly. Talking cinema today, but talking telly. And big movie came out. We went, we watched it, we saw, we conquered. Memento Mori. Gladiator 2 just hit the cinemas, and we went to, movies at the Square. We had to get the VIP suite, popcorn and the drink in hand, and we watched this 2.5 hour slog fest. And yeah, I think best thing to do right now is just to get straight into it, get straight into the action, the nitty gritty, the blood, guts, and gore of this movie. First of all, last 3 words. How would you describe this movie?
Oh, um,
Less
not
than 3 words.
not needed.
Yeah. You didn't even need the extra word.
Yeah,
I think I just put a fucking in there somewhere.
not fucking needed.
Not needed fucking. Fucking not needed. But yeah. It's really not fucking needed. It hurts.
Very much so. And what hurts more is we've had plenty of sequels that are not needed. It's that it's the time of the year now. Like studios will never greenlight original movies due to the risk of it. So we could just make an easy sequel, easy bank. We've seen it time and time again. But we also have seen sequels that have been good, that have kind of fought back against the whole cheap sequel and have actually been really good. I think a perfect example is Furiosa. Something I don't think anyone was going to think was going to be good. The whole production crisis, it took years. It got announced like 10 years before it came out. And everyone's thinking it's going to be ass. And it wasn't a phenomenal movie, but it was a really good movie. It expanded the world and it did its job and it was enjoyable. Gladiator was none of those. The world felt worse, the world building. The action was worse. It wasn't even a spectacle, quote unquote, most of the time. And it just modeled the legacy of the first movie, while also basically glazing it the whole time.
Yeah, I think we said it when we came out of the movie. I've never seen like a movie glaze its predecessor so much and yet do it such disservice. Like how do you fuck up that badly? Like we saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Another perfect example of a movie which you wouldn't have thought was needed, but does actually help to expand the fucking world.
Yeah.
And expand the world, and you come out of it thinking, wow, that was really good. But there was glazing. There was Caesar glazing in that movie. But it wasn't as bad as this.
Yeah.
Like this was really bad.
But it's Caesar Glazing makes sense because he's the man who made the apes free and literally created the Planet of the Apes. Maximus was just some pretty good gladiator who, killed the like it's like he's obviously a figure, but he wasn't this revolutionary icon that you could, utilize. In my opinion.
No, it's like having a good footballer. It's not like having like Maradona on the pitch. I don't think Maximus was meant to be a Maradona character.
No.
I think he was meant to just challenge the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's meant to be something to be like, oh my god, this fella's an absolute icon. Oh my god, what do you mean? You're Maximus's son? Whoa, guys, the ring. Look at the ring, guys. Fucking hurts.
Oh, the armor. How many times did they show the armor? Did they look at like his name scratched out in the wall? Oh my god.
This movie glazed Maximus so much. I'm so fucking surprised Russell Crowe didn't make an appearance.
I was terrified that at the end of the movie spoilers when he sees the wheat field that he'd see like Russell Crowe, his father. I was like, please no.
Yeah, I can actually picture it right now. I can picture Ridley Scott having a little hard on, being like, I'm gonna put Russell Crowe in the movie and have him like Mufasa in the line. In the fucking sky, in the clouds or something.
No, I really think it is the ultimate Ridley Scott movie. Because Ridley Scott is such a phenomenal director. You have Blade Runner, you got Alien, you got obviously Gladiator 1, you got movies like Glass Duel. You have so many great movies. But then you have stuff like the 2010 Robin Hood. You got Prometheus, you got Exodus, Gods and Kings. And then you obviously have Gladiator 2 now. And it's like, what is happening here? And it's just not needed was one thing, but I think it fell drastically short of expectations on everything that we thought it might have. Because I knew the story's probably gonna be bad, and the semblance of politicking is probably gonna be awful. But okay, at least the action might be cool, and the set pieces might be interesting. And I have to say, the costume design was great. Everyone looked really over their prime.
Production, the Colosseums looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I thought some shots in it were a bit iffy.
Yeah.
But I genuinely thought like the whole look of Rome, the whole feel of Rome,
Mm-hmm.
was really fucking cool.
Yeah, very cool. But then you get to the fights, and they all seemed so short. They all seemed like they lacked the extra 20% at the end to finish it off. Particularly the boat, the water fight scene. That was supposed to be like the big, spectacle moment. Every trailer was showing that. Every person was talking about it. And number one, they had sharks, which, how did they get sharks there?
How did they get sharks in fucking Rome? How did they get sharks in Rome?
But number two, it's like the whole scene is just Paul Mescal standing at the back of the ship, just telling them to circle around, and then
People where to go. Oh my god, crash into their oars. They won't be able to fucking. They won't be able to float along in this tiny coliseum if they don't have their oars.
and it's just banal. And then he barely fights. He just gets a crossbow and tries to kill Pedro Pascal. Like.
And he fucking misses as well.
Yeah, he
shoots
completely.
between the two emperors.
Which is funny because later on in the movie, Denzel Washington not only uses a bow, which is harder and less accurate, but he manages to snipe Lucilla from across the Colosseum.
He fucking no-scopes Lucilla from like 60 yards out. Insane shooting. And this is like, we know like Denzel Washington's a pinpoint accurate sniper.
Yeah.
A prehistoric sniper. Just from the fact he was a gladiator once.
Nah, it was insane. Cause they never showed Gladiator using bows either.
And like, how did he like perfectly get her in the heart?
He locked in. He had like the
actually laser lock.
it was like the sniper elite meter where he held his breath in and he sees each organ and he's like, got it.
Got it here. Genuinely, you could see the slow-mo ragdoll. her on the fucking pole.
I have to say, I think this movie was such a 50-50 casting wise. I think obviously Lucilla was great in the first movie, but I don't think she should have been back. And her whole movie, she just making awkward facial.
She could have been just like killed off at the very start. Of the movie.
She was just making awkward facial expressions the whole time, like oh no, like the whole time. Then Paul Mescal,
Paul Mescal was a bad shit.
they always talk about his rage, Lucius, he's this fighter, whatever his name was, don't remember, his old name, his Namibian name. They talk about, oh, your rage, this is what we will use. That's what makes him such a great fighter. Hanno was the chillest gladiator I've ever seen. Like, he was, the whole point, he's clever and he's smart and he kind of talks to his opponents and then he, uses these off balance and X and Y. He was never some rabid monster. He was not that at all. It was so clashing of what the movie actually showed. And he didn't seem, threatening enough. He didn't seem like that guy, you know what I mean? He didn't have the aura.
Look, he wasn't Maximus. That's what hurt the most. They tried to paint Paul Mescal as a B-Tech Russell Crowe / Maximus, and it just didn't work. Number one, Paul Mescal doesn't look menacing enough to be a gladiator. He looks like someone who'd be wiped out the first one. The chimps should have gone. The baboons should have gone.
I don't know how he managed to beat them.
How did he manage to do that? And he fucking lost. He lost against everyone else.
Yeah, he
How
actually
does
does.
How does he win against a creature who is known to haul its fucking body weight around like it's nothing? With razor sharp teeth. And yet the massive fella on the fucking rhino, he could take him out. after he drops his sword and everything. Oh,
It was
oh.
like it's almost like he's like a villain, but the movie it's like it reminds me of like Sins of Anarchy when you got Jackson doing bad stuff, but the show's like, oh, but he has to do this. Oh, look how good he is. Look how charismatic he is. It's like he's an asshole, but but it's not being portrayed as an asshole. He's just doing bad things, and everyone loves him. And like his loyalty. Why did the gladiators love him? Why did they listen to it? It didn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Like it's like, oh, we could be fighting to the death tomorrow, but Hano's so cool. Wow, guys.
Hano.
I think we just get into the plot now.
I
I
think
want to do like a full plot digest for the people at home, almost like the I Hate Stranger Things
yeah.
call back to the I Hate Stranger Things thing we did, but yeah, I think we just give a full plot digest now and we just talk about each of the characters
Yeah.
because there's a lot to unpack with this movie, and I don't really want people to go watch it, so
Yeah.
I don't want to give more money to this like conglomerate.
And already, by the way, it's already so the budget was between 210 and 250 mil, and it already has 300. So let's say 100 or 200 more, and it'll probably break even, and it probably will get that.
Man, there was a lot of marketing for this movie. I'd say add an extra 50 to 100 on top, because the amount of fucking like interviews and trailers and posters and like buses I've seen covered.
Oh, you know, everything was clad with this.
everywhere.
But the
It's
movie,
like 1984, you know, Brother Eyes watching.
but the movie only came out like what 2 weeks ago, 7 days. Wait. It came out in well, it came out later in USA. That's funny. Anyway, it came out 2 weeks ago, to the day, for the first time, and so, well, actually, it came out. Why did it come out so early It came out in October 30th in Sydney. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, it's been out for not too long. I think in another month it'll easily. I think it'll scrape it at least. Which hurts because you have movies like Furiosa that didn't make it because
They didn't make it.
yeah,
Just because there was a lot of marketing for Furiosa, but a lot of people thought to themselves, we don't need a Furiosa.
exactly. And also Mad Max Fury Road wasn't I mean, everyone talks about it, but not how many people have saw it in the movies. You know what I mean?
I didn't see it in the cinema.
Like
I saw it at home.
yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Like Mad Max Fury Road made a 20 to 40 million loss, even though it made 200 more than its budget, which just shows how much marketing goes for it.
That is fucking insane. That is insane. I'm just saying, yeah, we lost 20, 30 mil, but yeah, the movie did well.
Yeah, no, so, and also, I don't know, I have to say, Gladiator didn't feel, it says it's overrated, but it was so like, it was almost tame.
It just felt like a 12A.
It was very much, I think it felt like a 12, because it had the one scene which was good with the head. You know.
Like that was it though.
Yeah, but no, it's like The Hobbit, where it's like, you know, there's a couple of blood scenes and then that's it.
Anyway, let's get into this plot straight away. Straight off the bat, we go first scene in the movie, guys. Immediate glazing of Maximus.
Yeah.
We get a B-Tech ripoff of the Maximus scene at the very start of Gladiator 1, in which Hanno is there with his wife and he's putting his hands through the grains or whatever, and he's spreading out the grains of the farm. And suddenly, they're called to war.
And it's slow-mo, by the way. Oh my god, wait, I have to mention. This movie has an ungodly amount of slow-mo, which he uses for no reason. At all times. Whether it's action, or him putting his hands to the grain and chasing a chicken away, or literally anything they'll slow-mo it, for no reason. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so we get Hanno and his wife, you know, on the farm or whatever. They're chilling, tend to the chicken coop. Yet again, a fuckload of slow-mos for no reason. They don't need them, but slow-mos nonetheless. And everyone's getting called to war, which feels like a real, like, I genuinely thought it was like the call to the daily fucking meeting plan or some bullshit. because like all you hear is like one tiny little chime of the bell. It's not like, oh my god, the Romans are coming on like 200 ships. No, it's like bing bing.
It was like, oh yeah, time for
Then
lunch.
everyone's gathered around the hall or whatever, and they're all giving their little sacrifices. And you get like the town leader or whatever, who looks like he wants to bang Hanno's wife, but we say nothing. Dude was just glazing her. He's like, yes, my child, you will go over here where I can observe you. Weird, but your man says, oh, Hanno, you didn't give anything for the sacrifice today. And Hanno's like, yes, I shall sacrifice some Romans. And then you look at, I'd say 200 CGI ships.
Yeah.
On a CGI bed of water. I'm not even gonna call it an ocean. A CGI bed of water, which looks like something straight out of fucking King's Landing. Coming up, and you're like, wow. You'd think you'd be like a little bit more prepared for this. No, you literally just chimed the bell, and then everyone had time to sacrifice something. It wasn't, oh god, the Romans are coming. Dear god, they have 200 ships, and the ships have catapults on them.
Yeah, no, that was real. They existed.
Trebuchets?
Yeah, no, yeah. They have small trebuchets on the trems.
So you see these anyway, and you're thinking, okay, that's fine or whatever. And the crew gets wiped up. Hanno and his crew get wiped up fairly fucking easy. They take out a few ships.
It was like he's like, oh, I'll take some Roman blood, and he gets like clowned on instantly.
Bro gets clocked. So I think he kills like I'd say 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bad numbers. It's decent numbers. But Pedro Pascal.
Oh,
Like on one of the ships.
It's
and
clean.
Bro just says, "Fuck it, they're shooting arrows at me. I don't care."
Pedro Pascal, the general, goes, I'll do it. I will be the one to breach the wall.
Fine, I'll do it myself. Like,
But I think the funniest thing is, so he sees, they see like the archers up there, and he's like, oh, I just have to stop him, and he runs, grabs a bow, and just snipes his wife.
snipes Hanno's wife. Like, there's 7 archers up there. I believe there's 7 archers.
Yeah.
He just pinpoint accurately shoots Hanno's wife. And she falls down and has like this ragdoll animation.
Oh, it's
and
awful.
you get this almost Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2. Hanno starts going mental, and bro doesn't even realize he's in a battle zone and gets bonk.
Yeah, and he does the same ragdoll off of it as well.
And it doesn't help the fact that Hanno's wife and Lucilla get shot in the same exact area, so they probably used the exact same prop fucking arrow.
100%. Yeah.
So that hurt. I was like, oh Jesus, how is everybody getting shot in the heart these days?
Yeah.
How is everyone that accurate? Why not like shoot her in the fucking arm or something? Make it gory. Make your one like start screaming or something, like, or shoot her in the neck. Now that'd be fucking gory as fuck. Now you would be like, holy shit, if that happened.
Yeah.
Imagine Pedro Pascal like shooting your wife.
Yeah.
If he was up on like the perch where on the same level and shoots an arrow right through her neck.
Yeah.
Now that'd be fucking gory.
You can do some proper like Game of Thrones shit where it goes into the eye and they're like, like through the socket.
The wife turns to him.
Yeah.
Now that would make you want to crash out.
Yeah.
Not fucking getting shot in the heart and then just doing a little ragdoll. But no, Hanno, he starts going fucking mental. But gets clocked straight away. He can't do anything with his so-called rage.
He literally, he's like a trace and gone to a war. He gets angry and he collapses.
Spartan rage. Failed Spartan rage. But anyway, Hanno falls into the water. We get this really like, I would have liked to see what the Romans did, because I'm sure they plundered. I'm sure they like sieged the place and killed countless lives. Instead, we get this black and white fucking contrast of Hanno in like this space between life and death, and he sees his wife getting taken off by death. Really weird scene. And
It's just calling back to all the ones in Gladiator 1. Except we see that scene two more times throughout the movie. And it's like, come on. Oh my god.
how many times are we gonna see this movie? the Maximus lineage have like this special fucking superpower of like being able to like see the dead being sent off or something?
It's literally some
bullshit.
Assassin's Creed shit.
It really fucking is. But we get Paul Mescal, and he really starts fucking sounding Irish now.
Yeah.
He really starts sounding Irish now. He completely drops all chance of like an accent. And, like, I know Russell Crowe doesn't have like that much of an accent in Gladiator 1.
Yeah.
But like he plays the part. Paul Mescal just sounds Irish. And he sounds like he looks like he's cosplaying as Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
So you see like Hanno's character.
But yeah, but you are right about the whole Roman attack, because you talk about how bad Roman is, how evil it is, the destruction, but they don't show it.
They don't
And
actually show
it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see like the Roman plunder, to see the village, like to see like maybe suffering as Romans did. But instead we just see a couple of slaves, and it's like, ugh. And also the way they talk,
them keeping the amount of slaves and all that, and you're like, that's not what Rome would have done. Rome were conquerors. They probably would have fucking killed them.
Oh no, they would have took the slaves. It's just weird how. It was just weird how when he's underwater and they just walk up and they just like, so he's the enemy, and they're like, oh, it's like you're escorting your grandma. Oh, come here. Like this fella, he could have a knife on him right now and stab you in the neck, but they're like, no, come on, the battle's over. All right, let's go. Like it was so weird.
Was they were checking on the dead bodies and stabbing them, but yet they take Hanno away.
And they're like, you know what, you'll do.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Come on, plot device. Let's go. But no, and then how did the wife's dead body end up in the ocean as well? They don't explain that. She didn't fall off into the fucking ocean.
No, I think she did.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she fell off. I think he fell off like following her. You know what I mean?
No, because he got conked and he fell off, but I didn't think she fell off.
No, she did. She got shot and then she fell off.
No, damn. I thought she fell in the courtyard.
No, she was on the battlements and she fell off.
Okay, so that one makes sense. That's okay. That's okay. Plot error solved for that one. Ridley Scott, you gave yourself 0.1 of a point.
Well played, Ridley.
Well played, Ridley. Anyway, we move on and we see like Hanno and the gang getting rounded up, and you see the big boss. He has like a broken arm, and they're on this like flu-ridden boat, and they're like, "Yeah, we probably won't survive this." And like Hanno pulls out like a worldly God King medic, and somehow managed, even though your man's arm,
it's sticking out,
broken.
Yeah.
The bone is completely sticking out. Instead of saying, right, like old times with Talos 2, we're gonna cut this fucker off and pray it doesn't get infected. No, a simple splint and a bit of bandage shall do the job. How does that work? How is your man not dead with infections? He doesn't have any medical gear. There's a clear fucking open wound.
Yeah, surrounded by corpses and in battle.
Corpses, flu, and disease after being in battle and not being able to shower for weeks on a fucking boat. How does he survive?
Well,
survive?
well, yeah, that's what a lot of people died. But then next, I mean, they didn't talk about it. Remember later when he gets caught in the Colosseum, they're like, "Yeah, we need to put this on, or you're gonna die," But in the next scene when they fight the Gladiators, his buddy does get ganked. And I know it's supposed to be like unceremonious. Oh, you live, you die. No one's safe in this world. But it was so like. There's unceremonious deaths, but then there's shown unceremonious deaths in like a pleasing and interesting way. Do you know what I mean? But that can be unceremonious while also being like cool to watch or brutal. But it was just like, oh, he's dead. Oh, okay, the monkey's gone.
I think what would have been a lot more unceremonious, like a lot better death for like the leader of like the tribe or whatever. He has a broken arm, but yet they make him still push the boat.
Yeah.
And then he keeps on breaking his arm more and more or something like that, or his arm gets infected. They refuse to treat him. Like all it takes is getting like a bucket of salt water, and maybe that will like help ease the wound or help fight the infection or whatever. But no, they don't. So like you have to see like Hanno watch your man die slowly on this fucking boat, and then by the time they actually make it there, he dies. That would give you some hatred for Rome.
Yeah.
But no, it's like, oh, he survives until he gets attacked by the baboons. Like, what?
Yeah.
He survives until he gets attacked by the cast of the Jungle Book. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How has he been alive all this time?
Yeah. Oh man. I even talk about this movie. It feels so slow and labored. And this is like the first 3 scenes.
This is like the fucking first 25 minutes.
Last.
We've already talked about so much.
I think we need to talk about Denzel Washington. I think we need to talk about Denzel
I was
Washington.
just about to come to Denzel because this is when he comes in
Yeah.
as like the gladiator keeper, if you will, the pimp daddy.
Yeah. He quite literally does. He does literally play a pimp.
Oh, he does, yeah. He plays the what's the name of the role from Game of Thrones? What's your man's name? Master of Coin.
Yeah. Peter Baelish.
Peter Baelish.
He was
plays the Peter Baelish character.
No, quite literally watching him. Oh, it's Peter Baelish.
He plays it perfectly.
Yeah. But he was. I think he was a bit too quirky at times. Like he was sticking his tongue out. He was doing like some like modern day like twerking. Like he was like he was doing like he was acting up.
Like, he was definitely playing into the whole, yeah, I'm quirky and I know it, probably licking the blade has a little bit of blood. And he's renowned kind of gladiators,
Yeah.
I just think Denzel in this movie, he's the best part about it.
Oh, 100%.
Fucking landslide. Honestly, the best character in it, but I think it was the worst casting for him. I would have much preferred him to be the Emperor. Because he's the only character in the actual movie who had any bit of aura.
Yeah.
Only character who actually had like something about him. But anyway, we'll continue on with the baboons. They somehow managed to have these primates captured, and they just unleash them upon all these like slaves.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow Hanno's able to like fight one off and kill it. How? Guys, bear in mind, this is somebody who like was struggling against normal goons. Normal fucking Goombas.
Mm.
And this guy somehow manages to pull one off against a fucking primate. I feel like fucking Joe Rogan being like, hey, pull up the pictures of the primate.
Yeah.
Pull up the picture of the baboon. Pull up the picture of the chimp.
Mm-hmm.
They looked fucking terrifying. Like one bite and you're done. It's over. It's over. But yeah, somehow, through sheer aura alone, Hanno's able to pull off a worldie. And Denzel Washington's like, wow, this one's interesting. I'll keep him. He's able to kill baboons. He's able to kill chimps.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's like the scene immediately afterwards where Denzel has Paul Mescal fight. He has Hanno fighting against his top guy.
Yeah.
And like Paul Mescal's getting rocked. Your man's wearing like the brass knuckles, to be fair, but he's getting rocked. This isn't like a fight. This is more like a beating.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, how does he win against like a chimp and lose against your man? Because your man's not a big guy.
Yeah, but eventually he does like kind of outsmart him or something. He beats him at the end.
No, because your man just keeps on punching him. Though. I don't think he beats him.
No, he does, because then he's like, oh yeah, stop.
Stops the fight.
Yeah, but the other guy's on the ground.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. No, he doesn't lose that one. He doesn't lose that one. No, don't be slandering Paul Mescal.
Bro. Paul Mescal is weak as fuck. Fuck it. I'd be Paul Mescal. I'd be fucking Hanno in a fight in this fucking movie.
You would not be Hanno.
I would be Hanno in a fight. On my life and my soul, I would.
You would not. We'll get a bit too far.
What's he gonna do? A Maximus trick? I've watched Gladiator 1, bro. He's cooked. He's cooked.
Yeah, you just start doing it to him. He's like, what?
How do you know that movie? I will be like Batman with prep time. This guy only has 3 moves in his bag. You know? He will not hit a "la fuck you" tree on me. He's not.
La fuck you stop.
The "la fuck you stop." The "la fuck you rage.
Yeah.
But
I always.
anyway, we go off to the Coliseum then after that, and we get this almost like feels like Bridgerton drama coming from the Coliseum.
Mm.
You don't actually see much of the Coliseum.
No, we
It's all
don't.
just like, wow, we're in the training grounds.
And it really, and
Wow,
even
all
when you're
this
in the
stuff.
Colosseum, it zooms, like, you mentioned the camera shots. So it zooms into the individuals when it should be doing, like, wide shots surrounding the Colosseum and aerial ones. Instead, we just get zoomed in on random people in slow-mo in the crowd, which is so, like, useless. That doesn't show anything.
The crowd annoyed me as well because, like we were talking about once we left, you're able to see movies such as Doom 2, which is a Coliseum perfect.
Uh-huh.
Thousands of people there. It is fucking filled to the brim
Well,
with people.
even like Tour 3,
Oh,
with the whole,
Ragnarok. Yeah, with the Coliseum there. Yep,
yeah.
seriously good. Thousands of people there watching. This Coliseum felt like a rainy day at Tala Stadium.
Yeah.
It was fucking quiet. There wasn't that many people there. For the spectacles they had, there wasn't a lot of people there. I know they were trying to say it was all the upper class people. They were all there. But then, like, they kind of abandoned that halfway through the movie as well. And then it's all the lower class people fighting against Rome and fighting against the higher class. You're like, well, which one is it like? Is this like one of the events where only the richest people can get in? Like what Denzel, like his character, and then the other fella we're talking about? Or is this like a fight against like the higher and lower class? Like what's the deal here?
Yeah, it was weird to have that. I don't know why they had that fight in like the chamber, in like the private house. They had this little fight, and then he like starts talking to poet, and the poem is like what his wife listens to, and that stupid poem starts the whole thing. And and I did my head in. She's like looking around. She's like, oh, but he knows the words. How does he know this poem? I don't understand.
It was like Marcus Aurelius's words or some bullshit.
It was
And
literally.
she said them to Maximus. And then she said them to Lucius, and then Lucius remembers them all this time, and then he starts rhyming it off about Rome, and how bad Rome is. Why didn't the emperors just fucking kill him? Why didn't they just kill him? That's what I don't get. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Like the emperors who are like so fucking willing to shed blood and so willing to have like violence or whatever. It's like, haha, this guy's clearly defying us. We'll let him live. What?
Yeah, I don't have an answer to that. I mean, I thought the emperors were good in the sense that they were awful people and they were just like little shits. And I thought that was pretty funny to watch, like Joffrey almost.
I fucking hate the emperors. General consensus of a lot of people leaving the theater, and usually like I don't like agreeing with the general consensus if it doesn't match my opinions, but a lot of people fucking hate the emperors. And
You were hated because they're hateable, or hated because of what?
No, because I thought the acting number one was fucking diabolically bad. I thought it was fucking awful. Oh, I just like
It wasn't great,
they
no.
felt like two sore thumbs. Like we talk about Paul Mescal's accent and it being bad, which it was. We talk about Denzel Washington, and like Denzel Washington puts on a little bit more than Paul Mescal, but he still sounds American.
Yeah,
He doesn't
she
look like.
sounds very American, very American.
And then they tried to pull the whole, oh, well, Denzel Washington's character was a slave once, and that's how he's like rich and powerful. Do you think they would have allowed historical time speaking? Do you think they would have allowed a black man to like own slaves and shit, and then be like a distinguished member, and then eventually be emperor? Probably not.
It was just weird. It was weird. It was. Yeah, like Denzel and Pedro Pascal, in my opinion, were the only like great parts of the movie.
Like Pedro Pascal's character was the only one which kind of made sense.
And he was just, and that was just Maximus from Gladiator 1, a general who was tired from war and he just wants to settle down, but he keeps being pulled back in due to his prowess.
Yeah, and due to the Emperor's words of saying, you're not done yet. He played the Maximus character if Maximus wasn't like locked up on the Gladiator.
Man.
Yet again, he is doing so much for so much isn't even fucking his. It's not his son.
It's baffling. It's all so baffling, and his second in command is the funniest guy in the movie. Oh, he gives like the smug, like if you know, you know, look at the end.
Real recognizes real. Roblox. And grin. The sauce. We started fucking pissing ourselves, and everyone around us was like, "What the fuck?"
It was so hard trying not to laugh in the dead quiet
Honestly.
cinema. When so like it's Denzel basically like we're just gonna skip the end. We can talk about some of the scenes later, but literally like Denzel at the end, you know, in his clad in robes and jewelry is clowning on Paul Mescal in the fight.
Paul Mescal, who's wearing a full set of
Yeah. Then he get
and fucking Denzel, who looks like he's after getting out of the toga party at the P Diddy party in Rome, and he's fucking.
oh, he's not even close. He kicks it with his sandals, like his bare feet, and it sends him flying.
And he kicks the ash in his face.
Yeah.
Hannah's there like, oh god, no.
Yeah.
And the two armies are watching Hannah get, like, Hannah, the Prince of Rome, getting caught.
Oh, it's so funny. And then, like, he gets in the
Gets him under
water.
the water, he's
Oh.
fucking drowning him. And oh my god, this guy is able to pinpoint accurately fucking snipe Lucilla from a fucking mile away, from a fucking acre away. Can't get Paul Mescal, who's like under the water,
Under
can't
him.
fucking move. He can't like stab him. He can't stab him. He just keeps on hitting Maximus's chest. Oh, Maximus is. Oh, glaze.
And after the fight, you know, Mescal hits him with the rock and opens his guts out. And Mescal stands and he looks at both sides. And the guy gives him like the gives like the nod with the squinting eyes, and you're like, no, he barely survived against a 60-year-old man. What do you mean the nod?
Yeah, you sure bet that rhetoric gladiator who all he does is drink, party, and fuck. You've got him.
Yeah, you the man, huh?
Denzel Washington's character, who's never been mentioned in the Gladiator arena, who didn't get any sort of prevalent backstory other than he used to be a slave.
Oh, the worst thing, by the way, I think this is big. So Denzel Washington got abandoned, and it was on his chest. So surely anyone would see that, like, and surely socially he'd be, you know, isolated due to him being a former gladiator. If it was on his back, then it could be like a cool reveal, like, oh, this is who I was, you know? But he just moves his shirt like an inch to the left. Like, he's wearing togas all the time. Everyone has seen that in the bathhouse or something, do you know what I mean? Like, and Lucius gets branded on the back. So then why, it didn't make any sense. Why would they brand it in different places? And then if he's trying to hide it, why would it be so obvious, do you know what I mean?
Or would you not wear like some bandage over?
Literally anything. Cause it's not even a reveal. He just moves it to the side. It's not even like a, oh my god, he was a gladiator. It's just like a, oh, okay. It was, no.
It didn't make fucking sense whatsoever. They did it in unceremoniously horrible amount of glazing for Denzel and for Maximus's characters. They did a shit ton of glazing. Denzel Washington glazing was pretty good. Like, it was worth it. It was worth seeing.
He was good.
Maximus glazing was so bad though.
It
Like,
never ended.
we
It
have
literally never
Lucilla
ended.
being like, that has to be my son. That has to be.
I
Hannah,"
hated
after,
Lucilla.
like, seeing him once, and she's like, wow, the son who I abandoned 20 years ago. That's got to be him.
And also how, like, she gets imprisoned, but then all of a sudden she can visit him in jail and walk around the house freely. Like,
She
how?
can walk around, and like the only thing is, oh, she's Aurelius' daughter. Like we imprisoned her, but like, she can do what she wants.
It was insane.
Yeah, sure. Her husband gets like fucking captured, becomes a gladiator, and then she gets like fucking murked in a real Thor's fashion, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, she gets murked in Thor's fashion. Oh dear God, the fucking arrows everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, we continue on, but like her being like, you know, brandished as like an enemy of the state or whatever. Oh, that's dumb. That's light work. If she had all this power, why didn't she go free Hannah instead of Pedro Pascal? If she's able to like manipulate the guards and like get whatever she wants, why doesn't she do it?
Yeah, no.
Pedro Pascal goes and he gets like his whole crew gets wiped.
No, it made no sense.
And you're supposed to be like, oh, that's the power of the Emperor stuff. But yet, you have like doctors who have become friends with Hano be able to give him the keys. and he's able to let people out that night, like all the fucking inmates, and nobody bats an eye. What kind of bullshit is that? Like,
No, this movie just hurts. It just hurts.
like, but like these are like the plot conventions you kind of have to think about when you're making this movie.
Yeah.
Like, we see all the prisoners on the second floor getting released. How the fuck did the prisoners on the second floor get released when the keys were on the ground floor? How does it work?
The more I think about this movie, the more it just baffles me. Like,
This is like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, I went home and I explained it to my mom and dad. I was like, this movie makes no fucking sense. And I explained the key scene to them, and they were like, but Owen, movies don't need to explain scenes like this. Yes, they fucking do.
yeah.
Yes, they do. Look at some of the greatest movies of all time, and how they intricately plot everything which happens in the movie.
Yeah.
And you're telling me, like, Ridley Scott was like, like, the doctor who has the keys gives them to Hanno, his dear friend, and fucks off with a ring and says the Prince of Rome is alive.
Yeah, like, why do them believe in that as well is like such harsh.
It's like, yes, I know you're going to war, but you will allow me to come true. Yes, I am just a random person on a horse, and I will go in and see your leader now. I will know where the tent is, and I shall give him the ring, and I shall tell him the Prince of Rome is alive.
Yeah.
Come with me if you want to see him live. What?
I know the way he gets into camp. The way he gets into camp, he runs by one guy and then he pushes the guard. Like how? How does he get away with this?
Your man's sword raised and all. He just goes, "Get the fuck away from me!"
Like surely he'd get absolutely murked. So this gladiator, this guy, this non-white person runs up, starts pushing the guards, running up to the camp. He could be an assassin for all they know. What's happening?
And if you're letting them get in on the leader so fucking quickly,
Yeah.
like, I already not cooked earlier. Did not take 3 dudes running up. Hey, who are you? What are you trying to do here? Get the fuck out of my way.
And it was just.
You may have killed our leader, but you will never kill our spirit type beat. You know?
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, fucking Hanno's able to release everyone by some divine intervention. I don't know how the fuck he managed to pull that one off. All the people on the second floor. Did like Hanno get like a QB1 arm? Does he have like the fucking Tom Brady arm? He's able to arc that fucking the keys up, hit a cell, and be like, "Wow, everyone else, release yourselves." No,
Oh, it
that
was.
shit don't work. And there's guards everywhere. There's guards everywhere.
He's actually like Magneto or something.
Bro, how does it work? How does he do it?
We can literally ask you about nearly every scene in this movie. How does it work?
I want to talk about how Hanno gets clowned on in every fight.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one as well. And how he looks tiny compared to everyone else. He looks tiny. Like, you're telling me these big, buff, jacked fucking dudes are listening to Paul Mescal. For what? For nothing. I know, like, Paul Mescal's supposed to be, like, the Irish heartthrob nowadays, and, like, he's the modern cinema, like, fucking...
What is he even in, by the way? I never heard of Paul Mescal before this.
Oh, no, to be fair, he's been in a couple things. Like, he was in Normal People. That's really big all around.
I don't know what this is.
It was like an RTE show.
Is he in all these, like, rom-coms?
Yeah, he's in a shitload of rom-coms. He's in one, I think it's called The Outsiders or something. That was pretty popular. Movie in 2022.
There's like All of Us Strangers.
Oh, that's the gay one. Yeah. Not being, bro,
Oh my
you
god!
can literally click it
Oh
in.
my god! Paul Mescal was born in Maynooth.
Yeah, he's born in Maynooth, bro. They have photos of him in Supermax.
No.
Yeah, I'm not even fucking around, man. They have photos of Paul Mescal in the fucking Supermax. Even Supermax glazing this fella. Dear God.
I have no words.
Yeah. Paul Mescal in this movie is never seen with his top off because I genuinely don't think he had the fucking physique for it. He looked fat. He looked
No,
fat.
yeah, he didn't look fat. He didn't look fat. Let's stop this. Yeah. Look, this movie's bad, but saying Paul Mescal looks fat is just insane.
Sorry. He looked. He didn't look movie star ready. I'm sorry. He didn't look 250 mil to 300 mil budget. Shredded.
I mean, he was big. He just didn't. He just wasn't like for his size. He should have been bigger because he's already big. Do you know what I mean?
But like this guy's like, I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", yeah. And yet he looks tiny compared to most of the other people because they genuinely looked movie star ready. Like if you saw like, you know, like the pre fucking Gladiator fight, you know, where he's like hyping up the crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
There's dudes in the crowd who look like they'd absolutely cut on him. They look like they shouldn't be taking advice from this guy. They genuinely look like they've after walking out of the fucking pro bodybuilding fucking tournament. And he got Paul Mescal, who's like, I'm scared to take off my top. What? How does that work? And you only see one shot of him without his top on. And he doesn't look that big. Lucilla is taller than him.
Yeah, but that's.
She dummy mommies him. How does that work?
Yeah, that is actually weird because
Dummy mommy.
well, she's shorter than him in real life, which is actually funny. She's shorter than him. When that she's shorter than Paul Mescal, so that means they actively when he shot was like, all right, we're gonna make her massive.
We're gonna make her massive. Just a dummy mommy him. Like I thought that's so like, if you genuinely wanted him to look like this terrifying character, drop the camera by 2-3 inches and have him like not like towering above the camera, but have nearly like his whole body taking up the camera. That's how you make someone look scary.
Also, like, is it just me or does he look like he's squinting in every like scene? Like he's always just like.
Bro, he looks like he's trying to pull the Mog face in every fucking.
Like he's always squinting his eyes, like as if like look at this. This is him throughout the whole movie. That one face.
No, every single fucking scene, he looks like he's trying to pull the Mog face. That's it.
Look at the photo I sent. Like what is he?
Yeah, it's like the fucking Mog face. He's looks maxing. That's what he's doing.
Like he's got him completely wrong.
Bro, he's got the up down method unlocked. All the TikTok influencers are gonna be fucking. The TikTok looks maxers are gonna go crazy over this one.
Yeah.
Fucking Marcus Aurelius cosplay looking motherfucker. He just looks Irish with a tan. Damn you, Paul Mescal, you ruined this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he doesn't look skinny there. He doesn't look small there, but he doesn't look big there either.
Yeah, that's the issue. He looks for his size. He looks normal, which is like when they were doing the Rowan scene.
NPC.
When they were doing the Rowan scene, I genuinely when they cut, I thought they snap cut to him and he was gonna have like bigger muscles. The way he was showing, I was like, wait, and they do like a montage of him getting bigger, but no, he's just the same. Like I don't think it would have worked, but I was like so confused. You know what I mean?
Now, I have a scene from Gladiator 1 in my head right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
You know, oh my god, you know what this movie reminds me of? Oh my god. So I mentioned how we never see these type of bad old history movies nowadays, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It reminds me of 2016 movie Ben-Hur. Do you remember? Check out this photo. The worst posters known to man. Everyone looks fake CGI as full.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It looks like the deep cosplay. That's what it looks like.
It's Morgan Freeman, and it's this guy from he's in Black Mirror. It's this guy from this guy. That's the vibe I get from Paul Mescal. It's the entire history of you, like accountant guy.
Hey, I'll show you a photo right now. I'm gonna, if it wants to fucking load. It's from a deleted scene in Gladiator. Look at how he fucking towers over.
Yeah,
the Emperor.
yeah.
You want them towering over people. That's what you want. You want them to look like a big
Yeah, for,
scary
like
motherfucker.
because right, because they say rage, but he's small, but he's like not like he this it's full of contradictions. Is if you want him to be rage and angry and big and strong, then make him big and strong. Don't make him just chill. It was no, it wasn't. It. So how long is this Ben Hur movie? Because the original Ben Hur was fucking like 4 hours long. It was 3 hours 30 minutes. I saw that movie so many times. Don't ask me why, but 1959 Ben Hur, I've seen that many times.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just realized it now. How did we forget this?
Hmm.
So there's a doctor in Gladiator 1, yeah, who helps Maximus. Bro, they fucking recycled the scene. They recycled the doctor scene where he gives fucking Maximus the keys.
Oh.
I'm just reading it now.
Oh shit. I'm not surprised.
Because your man Oliver Reed, who plays the doctor, died while making Gladiator. So they had to finish off his scenes. I'm reading it right now. Holy shit. No way. They just recycled it. What?
Well, I'm not surprised when this guy is.
Proximo passes Maximus the keys, allowing the former general to initiate his plan against Commodus.
So, oh my god. But I feel like if we watched Gladiator 1, let's say a week before, I feel like this movie would have been so much worse. I think we are helped. I think we are helped by the fact that we hadn't seen Gladiator 1 for years.
Because I remember the main story of Gladiator, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't remember like scene by scene.
Years.
Yeah.
No, but the fact that they just fucking recycled everything about it, it's been recycled. Oh my god, this is so fucking annoying. It's so annoying. Oh. Anyway, will we get onto the final scores and results of this movie?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. It's like mentally draining.
I'm getting sick of this movie in general. I'm getting sick of it.
I actually never want to think about this movie again. We actually don't want to mention this. So this is not our score, but we talked when we left and said the movie is 6 out of 10, but it's a good 6 out of 10. It's not a 6 out of 10 you can see again. It's not a 6 out of 10 you can watch for a laugh. It's not even the Morbius or Madame Web. This is just I never want to see this again.
You could actually strap me to a chair and make me watch Morbius 5 times, and I'd probably enjoy it more than I'd enjoy
100%.
sitting down in the theater watching Gladiator 2 again.
100%.
I never want to see this movie again.
No way.
I'm stuck in my ways. I don't want to watch this movie. I don't care if it comes up on Film 4. I don't care if it comes up on Netflix in 3 months' time. I'm not watching it again. I don't care if goddamn Doja Cat strapped me to the bed. So we're watching Gladiator. No, get away from me, evil devil woman. Get away. You will never see me watching this fucking movie. You will never see me watching this movie. Yeah, and I think we got to define why it's a 6 out of 10. And like that again. Denzel Washington's character brings it up to a bit. Pedro Pascal, pretty good in it again. He's good in everything he does.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal always sits. Yeah.
Always delivers.
I just wish he had a more significant role. You know what I mean? Like,
Instead of just playing Maximus, if Maximus wasn't locked
he just
up.
got pushed aside, and it's just like, oh, it's fucking Paul Mescal's time.
And then like him being so willing to help out Hano, even though Hano wants to like fuck kill him. Just go, yeah, that perfectly makes sense.
And so I think, man, is it lower than a 6?
Oh, the more I talk about it, the lower it's getting in my head. But the set pieces were sometimes
Yeah,
cool.
the costumes are really cool. The costumes look great.
Cool.
Everything looked
Rome
pretty
looked
good.
cool.
Yeah.
CGI was pretty good.
Yeah, the CGI was good. The animals looked cool, even though it was kind of stupid that the sharks were there.
Sharks. Fucking sharks. And no. No, this movie's fucking stupid, bro. This movie.
I think it's a
it
five and a
felt like
half. I think it's a 5.5.
I'm gonna stick with 6.
I
I'm gonna stick
don't,
with
because
six.
a
But
6
it's a
is
6,
like, because 6,
which I will never ever.
because 6 in our mind is like good. 7's,
6 is good.
because 5
It's
out of
mid. This movie is mid.
because 5 out of 10 is like just mid, like just. So I give it a 5.5, like slightly better just because everything looks kind of nice.
See, everything kind of does look nice, but I don't want to sit on the hate train too much.
But I didn't enjoy it. I couldn't start. I couldn't enjoy it when I was watching. I couldn't get lost in it. It's not even like Fast and Furious, and you can have a laugh. It's not even like. It's like no. It's not even like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like
It's not even 5 now.
FNAF was decent. This isn't even decent.
We actually spent more time talking about FNAF when we left the cinema than we did.
Yeah. I got it. Sorry.
Which is fucking insane.
I have some better things to compare it to. Alright. So we'll compare it to some bad news and see where it lands to finally get the litmus test. So Indiana Jones 5 or Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
Gladiator 2.
Indiana
No. Indiana Jones 5 is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Indiana Jones 5 is a crime against
It was
humanity.
genuinely the worst fucking movie I've ever seen. How does he go back in time? How does he fly into the world?
Okay.
How is it? Is it like fucking Galileo gets this digital watch?
Okay, Creed 3 or Gladiator 2.
I'd watch Creed 3 again.
Yeah, and no, he did not like Creed 3, but I'd watch it again. Alright, Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania,
Oh,
and Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that fucking shit show again. Oh no, Ant-Man and the Wasp was genuine. No, it wasn't Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It was Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania.
No, Quantumania. Sorry, yeah, Quantumania.
Well, it was called Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
That movie fucking sucked. Quantumania sucked.
What about... There's so many bad movies out there.
Bro, I genuinely sit down and binge watch Stranger Things.
Black Adam.
Black Adam, 100%. 100%.
Fast
That's
X.
like-
Yeah.
Fast X.
I mean, every Fast and Furious movie over this.
100%. 1000%.
It's
Too fast, too furious. It's a watch over this, bro.
I can't think of anything else. It's just I think it's a 5.5. I think 5.5 out of 10.
Madame Web.
I watched my dad. My dad one was funny.
It was funny because it was so fucking stupid.
Yeah, but that's more entertaining than this, which is just not entertaining at all.
I love the comparisons between like the size of the theaters and the movies we're gonna go see. Like
Yeah.
if you think about like the Dark Knight trilogy, we saw it on the tiny screen,
Yeah.
VUE. Madame Web, I think we saw on the tiny screen.
Morbius was the tiny screen where it was packed.
Morbius was the tiny screen, but it was packed. But Madame Web, I thought was a small screen in Movies Square.
I think it was, yeah. I mean, no one. No.
Nobody saw Madame Web, bro. Nobody saw it.
No, the most chill experience we had wasn't Furiosa. That was the first time we went to the suite, and it was like literally no one
man, it
there.
was so good. There was nobody fucking there. Fucking acres of space.
Yeah.
Nice popcorns. You could go out. Nice refill of the drinks. Oh man, it was perfect. Perfect time.
I think there's a 5.5. I think Gladiator 2 gets a 5.5 out of 10.
I think after describing it all, I have to drop it from a 6 to a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing it to all the movies we've seen this year, yeah.
And I haven't listened to any of the good ones, by the way, like Apes, Dune,
Oh, of
like
course, yeah.
Spider-Man 2,
Yeah,
Deadpool and
all the
Wolverine.
worst movies of
Yeah.
the year, and we were still able to find some better than.
Yeah. We saw we did see last year. We did see Talk to Me, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh my god, that movie fucking sucked. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really bad. Midsummer or Gladiator 2?
You. Midsummer's surely shorter, right? I need to see a little that time. No, it's the same land! Oh no! I'd have to be Gladiator 2. I cannot. I hate Midsummer. I hate Midsummer.
Bro, Gladiator 2 is probably the most unrewatchable movie of all time.
Yeah, well,
Like, we could literally list it out scene by scene. It's the most unwatchable movie of all time.
Midsummer's more than watch. Midsummer is like painful. Midsummer is very Gladiator 2 coded.
Gladiator 2 coded for sheer unwatchability. Yes.
It's got the same like kind of characters doing stupid shit, things making no sense. But yeah, I think there's not anything else that could even be compared to Gladiator 2. I don't even know. I think that's kind of it.
Because there's good movies which you can't rewatch.
Okay. Got Tor 4.
Oh fuck. Oh, Tor 4 fucking sucked.
Tor 4 was awful.
Tor 4 sucked balls, but
Everything about it was bad. Everything was bad.
oh, I'd watch Gladiator 2 over Tor 4.
Yeah, Tor 4
actually
was
hurt.
Tor 4 was criminal. Alright, the Star Wars sequels.
I'd watch them out for Gladiator 2.
When you watch Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, Last Jedi is so
It
bad.
fucking sucked.
When the whole time they're at the
Last
casino,
Jedi-
they're at the
Last Jedi
casino.
was Last Jedi is on the same level as Gladiator 2.
Yeah, it really was.
It's on the same level. They're perfectly mid, unrewatchable mid. But if I had to choose the lesser of two evils, fuck Paul Mescal. I'm going with Mark Hamill and The Last Jedi, where he fucking force ghosts himself onto the battlefield. And Kylo Ren, kill him now.
I just saw the most insulting thing in my life. It's a Forbes article from 6 years ago saying The Last Jedi is the Dark Knight of the Star Wars saga.
Get the fuck out of here. This is why nobody like listens to Forbes.
Excuse
Forbes are,
me?
like genuinely hated amongst like the news. Like,
Look,
community.
wait, look. All the critics, The Atlantic, the Star Wars Last Jedi might be the best Star Wars movie since The Empire Strikes Back. What? What crack? What? This is like the Mandela effect. Like nobody. Oh yeah, because the critics for some reason love this movie. I remember. It's got
Why?
it's got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Why? Why do they like this movie so much? It fucking
91%
sucked
on
balls.
Rotten
It
Tomatoes.
was the most boring drug fest
It was.
I've ever watched.
It was awful.
And you just knew it was leading up to another trilogy, so you just knew it was the middle piece. Who the fuck cares about the middle? Who cares about the Two Towers for Lord of the Rings? Who the fuck cares about the-
Don't never slander the Two Towers. That's one of the best movies you'll ever see.
No, don't get me
The
wrong.
Battle of Helm's Deep. The Battle of Helm's Deep.
But
It ends. The chasing after Isengard.
Return of the King,
Yeah, obviously, Return of the King is the best, but Two Towers is
Fellowship of the
critical.
Ring, or the Two Towers.
I prefer Two Towers.
Oof.
To me, the Rohirrim. Yeah, but see, and you look, you can have a discussion. See, because you have Boromir, and I love.
King,
Because look,
Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers is fast.
yeah, but see, you also have Boromir, and I do love Boromir. Look,
Fellowship of the Ring is just better. It's better. I'm better.
yeah, but the Battle of Helm's Deep, no.
I don't care about the Battle of Helm's Deep. I don't care.
When they
Give
meet
me
Go-
the Fellowship of the Ring.
when they meet Gollum, and he's like, "Wah,"
when they meet Gollum.
and they put like the
You know, one of the most iconic scenes of all time.
they put the rope around him, and he's like, "Wah."
Potatoes. Ever heard of them?
Bowl of mashup, stick with the stew.
Sticking with you.
But yeah,
Overall,
see,
this movie, 5 out of 10.
so bad.
5 out of 10. This movie is unrewatchable. The plot is completely skewered into all these different little factions, like a fucking Game of Thrones season.
Not a good one, though.
They never like resolve anything. Like the simple thing is just, oh, we can murk anyone with no consequences. That's fine. 2 emperors get killed in a day. Nobody bats an eye. Like what?
Denzel, it's with the.
Denzel comes to power.
Yeah.
Nobody bats an eye. The fucking monkey
Yeah, that was funny.
The first chief. Nobody bats an eye.
That was funny. That was funny. It's like the emperor. The emperor has no clothes.
Yeah. Quite literally, yeah. Silk made from the flea.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Perfectly mid movie.
Next, I think
Smack bang in the middle.
next week we need to spice this up. Wait, what? The long-awaited Batman talk.
I think we need to do the Batman, and then coming into the end of the year, we're gonna have to do our definitive list. Too
Yeah.
many times we've been on the pod where we can't like define where a movie sits.
Yeah.
I genuinely think out of all the movies which we've watched and reviewed, we need to make a tier list.
Of all of them or this year?
All of them.
All of. Okay.
All of them. I think that'll be an extra special
Yeah.
extravaganza of the
That'd
pod.
be good. That'd be good.
Because then, at least going into 2025,
Mm-hmm.
people at home will be able to get a clear list of like what we define as like the best movies which we've seen and reviewed, and the worst movies.
Yeah.
And then it'll also make our job a lot easier because then we don't need to like think about the movies. We can just go
Look at the
right,
tier
let's
list.
look at the tier list.
Yeah,
Where
that
does-
would be good. Yeah. We can do one. We can do one episode for the movies and one episode for the shows. No, I don't think we've watched any bad shows, to be honest.
I haven't watched any bad.
Apart
I
from
haven't watched any-
apart from like Sex Education, like their last 2 seasons, which you didn't watch.
Oh, dude, that suckish. I haven't even watched them. It
No,
fucking sucked
it's
that
so
much.
bad.
Fucking sucked. Cobra Kai. Oh, actually, I've watched some crummy shows.
I've only
I
watched.
can't even say.
I've watched literally like the best shows. Like.
I've watched some crummy fucking shows, man. Oh man. Fucking Stranger Things.
Yeah.
What else do I? Oh.
I mean, like Mad Men, The Wire, like they're all
Yeah,
that's
you're watching Peak at the moment. I'm slowly getting myself back into Peak.
And yeah, Legend of Vox Machina. Soon to be we'll be watching Arcane, and then. Oh my god, that's kind of scared me. I opened up, like you know that I opened up like my hot tab on like Windows, and this is the photo that I just sent it came up. I was like, oh my god.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that soon. Well, thanks everyone for coming in, tuning in for the decently lengthy pod. This maybe if it felt like a drag, that's because this movie is a drag, and we hopefully have convinced you not to go, because holy cow, it's bad.
And if you have gone, don't fall into the general consensus that this movie is good. You are allowed to have your own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed to like the first Gladiator movie and not like the second one.
But you are not.
That's perfectly fine.
You are not allowed to like this movie.
You are not an anchor for your nostalgia. Do not let it fool you, dear friends. Anyway, thanks again for watching.
Bye bye.